Why do you hate the people that you hate? I'm a principal. I hate parents who use their kids. Parents who really should have spent some in therapy before having kids. Parents who are really just children themselves in adult bodies, living out petty little intrigues and making parenting decisions based on how they think it makes them look on social media. I hate them. I've watched them screw up their kids year after year, and I'm burning out on my job because of it. Obviously, plenty of parents I've forgotten people fade into the background if they never made much of an impression, but a small number of them. I still think about them daily, and I wish I could punch them in the face. Ugh, I can only imagine how much that sucks. It's a job that you'd think would be easy to take seriously, preparing your child to be a functional adult themselves. But I guess some people don't feel any responsibility when it comes to that. I was a teacher, and I feel your pain. We have to clean up the mess these people make. We're like parenting janitors. I trusted them and they showed me why I was wrong to do that. Simple as that. When I'm close with someone, they really have to do a lot to lose my trust. But once they do, it's over. Trust is fragile. They're loud and obnoxious, use their intelligence, if they have any, to belittle people and inflate their own ego. They're more than willing to kick someone's ass to show how much of a badass they are. Those are hateable behaviors. Same reasons, but the first hate is all talk. Every time I wanted to physically confront him, he would apologize and cry like a child. Then I leave it, and after 2 days he is back to talking shit about me. I hate people that act holier than thou or pretend to know everything, even to the extent where they will ask you what something is and then pretend they just forgot about it. If we can't have a convo without you saying, "Yes, I know," to everything, we aren't friends. Especially when they try to tell me about my own experiences, I have no patience for it. Right. Who has time for arrogance? Like every Redditor ever. I hate exactly 2 people. One because he was supposed to be a friend, and instead he went behind my back and betrayed me multiple times in an effort to satisfy his own cravings. And the other because she hurt multiple members of my family, both mentally and physically, and to this day shows no signs of remorse. Is the other your mother? I hate one person because he stole $1,200 from me and lied to my other friends that I had done some other shit. The other groups that have exiled me I don't hate because we either didn't get along or the friendship just faded. I hate one person. My wife's mother. She did not allow my wife growing up to have friends, have a job, or learn how to drive. She deliberately stressed my wife out so much day in and day out so my wife would get sickened. Always be vulnerable and dependent on her. When we got married, even though we lived with him for 3 years, she would violently yell at my wife every single day for not spending enough time with her. Luckily we are out and cut her off. I hope she dies alone and miserable. The only circumstance in which I would want to see my mother-in-law again is if she was in front of me having a heart attack, so the last thing she would see is me not calling 911. Sadly, looking back over the last 70 years, I've come to the conclusion that most parents should have never had children. You lived with him for 3 years? I hate the people that I hate because the people that I hate me. The circle of life. The enemy of my enemy is also my enemy. Fuck them, too. Ugh, I can only imagine how much that sucks. It's a job that you'd think would be easy to take seriously, preparing your child to be a functional adult themselves. But I guess some people don't feel any responsibility when it comes to that. Some parents are also not functional adults themselves, so they are very unqualified to teach how to be one, and it shows. Spoiler alert, most adults are just better at faking it than others. Because she put the whims and wants of whatever man she had over the needs and protect of her children. Are you talking about my mother? NA, that's mine. I got backstabbed after 16 years of friendship right out of the blue. I'll never understand why she did it, and it was hard to force my mind to not want to know. But I did, and I've moved on with my life. Living well is the best revenge. What happened? Wow, same. She apologized at one point and had a good cry to me saying she wanted to be friends and missed me. Blah blah blah. Then just up and left. Never to be heard from again. Good riddance, IMO. I don't hate anyone. I don't have that kind of time, Bob Ross. I do no evil to my enemies. They just have happy little accidents. Hating takes a lot of effort. I don't hate, I just stop caring. The parents that go to PTA meetings probably aren't the majority of the target audience for the message. You'd be surprised. PTA meetings are just school board meetings, which are just public forums, which are just an avenue for Karens to scream, "Notice me!" Right. There's this kid who I loathe. I caught him staring at my ex's tits. She was uncomfortable with it, so I told him to not do it. He continued to do it and always gave me this smirk after. He then started going around making up some pretty serious rumors about me and friends that ended with a friend getting kicked out of school. Whenever I see him at school by himself, he turns away and doesn't even look at me, but as soon as he's with his friends or online, he becomes this thug and acts like he's the shit. Punch him in the face. Beat the fuck out of him. Simple as that.